All right. Alright, today's video is gonna pretty much look like the usual photo vlogs, but I'm changing the name of it to Street Notes or Street Photography Notes or something like that, and I'm gonna give it episode numbers so that I don't have to try and think of some sort of unique title every time I'm doing these, because sometimes it's not always a unique thing that I'm talking about. It's just another day out shooting street and like going through that process. So here is the normal looking street photography vlog, which is now called Street Notes, episode 1. So welcome to this first episode of Street Photography Notes. This location you may have seen in one of my older photo vlogs. I keep coming by here and just checking it out every time I pass it. There's lots of interesting sort of compositions that I can make with these little buffalo things, but what I really need is a person to pass through, maybe someone who looks interesting or some sort of more interesting thing to spice this scene up. One of the problems I have with this scene is it's got a really chaotic background with all those bushes and that sort of hotel storefront thing. Got a builder walking through there, goes the opposite direction of the buffalo. I don't know how much I love it though. Still got to work on this location and know that something great can be here. These guys that were fixing this light on the wall, I don't know why, it seemed like it was interesting. I think it is off to the left hand side of the screen, but I just didn't frame it well enough. I didn't think about it properly, and all the right hand side kind of spoils it. These benches are something that I pass by all the time, and there hasn't been sunlight on them for a while when I went past them, so I took the opportunity to hang out there for a second. And I don't mind this with this guy walking through here. It's one of those pictures that it would do well on Instagram because it's kind of aesthetic, but the thing that bothers me about it is it's not special. This is a repeatable photo that other people could get if they waited in that same exact area. The light was really cool on this Denver Energy Center sign, and I just took this picture too early as this person walked past, and the silhouette did not really work out at all. This is up at the Civic Center bus station area. It's always really quiet up here, and I really think that it's kind of a beautiful area, and there could be a lot of like interesting compositions here. There's just no people to fill it up and make it look interesting most of the time. This one was okay. I didn't really notice that there was people walking towards me in the corner. Otherwise I would have probably moved closer because I had to crop this a little bit. And the person down on the other side, I would have liked them to have been more in the corner there to sort of balance things out, but it's a start. The light looks nice anyways. And this one's no better, just the guy of the gesture of him putting his jacket on, I thought was nice-ish. On my way back down 16th, I saw these 5 guys walking with suits on. This first picture did not work out at all, but I just kept following them for several blocks, kept shooting photos of them, trying stuff out, and I knew there would be something interesting somewhere here, but I didn't know if I was going to figure it out in time. They're passing through these nice shadows here. But this one, I quite like this. They're all in sort of They're all in mid-step, and there's that one pair of jeans from someone that was walking in front of them, just threw it all there. It reminds me of someone else's street photo that was maybe done on a tele lens, but this was on a 30 or 23 on the Fuji, so looks a little different. But what did work out quite well is these painters that are walking towards us just now. And I think this picture kind of juxtaposes like the working class painter with middle or upper middle class people in their suits. And the guy's like kind of looking at me at the camera, and yeah, there's something about this picture, I like it. This is me trying to make some sort of interesting composition with this weird street art, but I think it would require someone to be much closer or somehow interacting with whatever the heck it is. These windows have always got really nice light shining through them. I think it's a gym or something, but I don't often see people coming or going, and this day would have been really nice with a couple people walking through that scene. Back at this buffalo area again. I wonder if maybe on a Saturday this would be a more interesting area to shoot this. And as I'm thinking of leaving, this guy walks towards us with his dog, and I think maybe I can somehow juxtapose the dog with the buffalo. We've got this one here, which is okay. I had to crop it a bit because I was not close enough. It's better than I've done before. I just thought these eyes were kind of funny on the plant pot. This guy had a red top on, he was just sticking out in the scene. Had a really weird bike. Pictures didn't work out nice though. I thought this guy that was reading here looked very interesting. As I came towards him, I was trying to recompose because I realised that his head was in the dark areas of the scene, and I wish that I just hung back a little bit and got that tree further away from the side of his head there. Now I did wish that I'd spent a little bit longer trying to get that shot right, so I was kind of kicking myself, and I stood here thinking about it, and eventually I was like, screw it, I just need to go and do it. To be honest, he doesn't look like the kind of guy that was going to get up and kick my ass, so I just went for it. And this is me kind of pushing myself out of my comfort zone, because I am not usually one to blatantly stand right in front of somebody and take their photo. So I made my way around him, tried to frame it a bit better, and oddly, as I did it, he looked the opposite direction and started to get up and move his chair, because I think he was either trying to get in or out of the sun, I'm not sure which. But he still didn't notice me. This window here I absolutely love. I pass it most times when I'm out shooting, and there's never any people on this street corner. It's only one block from 16th, but it's always such a quiet corner. So I'm just trying to find like compositions, like interesting things that I can do when I come back to this spot and maybe there's more people passing by. And as it happens, just when I'm about to give up, this person walks by really close to the corner. Obviously couldn't see me kind of hiding behind there, and I got probably my favourite picture of the day, and it's just really because it's so close up and it's kind of abstract looking that I was pretty pleased with it. I continued to screw around here for a while to try and find interesting compositions, and while there needs to be people passing through here to make the scenes more interesting, or people doing some sort of interesting things or something, I do like this spot, and I'm for sure just gonna float past here all the time to see if I can find something. Walking through this tram trolley station, tried shooting a few shots through the windows. It's a little bit dark here. I'm shooting at f2.8 and I've got the focus set further out. I think it's still at 10 feet. So these photos are a little blurry, but they're okay. They're a start. Passing through this like underpass bridge area, and there's these really cool murals of like almost manga looking characters, and that slice of light there looks really cool, so I was just waiting on a bike to pass through. And that's the end of the first Street Notes episode / I don't know, 40th street photography vlog that I've made. You may notice in this video that I did not put the numbers that I've been putting up in the corner for the last few weeks. If you did want to reference a specific picture, put in the timestamp or something like that, and that'll help me to know the one you're talking about. If you're interested in settings, I know some people like to know the settings that you use for each picture. My camera was set essentially to a 500th of a second, f8 and auto ISO. And if I move into the shade, sometimes I'll drop it down to like 250th, or I'll leave it at 500 and drop the aperture or something like that. And yeah, I'm on manual focus, so I just kind of zone focus to about 10 meters, and most stuff that I need in focus, and I just move it if something's closer or further away. And that is about it. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment down below, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.